Hi everybody, I want to show you what we have inside the house. It is a slightly different setup. We have Arthur in the house right now. This is one of the exercise pens that we have. It's flexible in the shape that you can put it. So we have, when I come in here, we have these little clips that attach the exercise pen to this little hut. Now, this is a wire pen, and this is probably the smallest wire pen that I would want to use. Arthur came inside because it was getting pretty warm out, so he was outside today, but then it got a little warm, so he came back in the house. He was really, when he was in the exercise pen, he was panting quite a bit, and so that's a good sign to bring the bunny in, just to make, his ears were quite warm as well, but just to make sure his breathing gets back to normal. So this is something that is new to the Rabbitry that we're trying out. This is called a Rabbitry. It is model 151, and it is the dimensions are 25 inches wide, 19 inches deep, and 20 inches high. So this particular setup has a pan. Well, first it has a door. We're going to close this, Arthur, with a little lock here, and then when you pull it down, it turns into a ramp that your rabbit can go in and out of. And it has this pan in the bottom. This is the drop pan. So there's a wire right here that can come off, and that wire helps keep the rabbit above their waist. And so this pan collects quite a bit of waste. It also has these, on the side here, these urine guards. So you can attach your water bottle to the side. We had a little bit of hay in here. We have apple branches with leaves. And so this is something that we're trying out, because what we normally use are the large black pans that we just completely fill with hay. We use those as litter pans that we put in the in this exercise pen for the indoor rabbits. And instead we're going to try this out. This also has an upper just an upper way to get at your rabbits, an upper enclosure. It is a little lock. These are the slide locks. And to me, when I look at these, this is something that it's not, right away I see this upper one is not completely, not great for being secure. It doesn't really latch down perfectly, but it's a little hard to get on and off sometimes a little too easy. Just doesn't really slide consistently, doesn't really stay consistently. But this allows you access if you were able to get the rabbit from the top. So for whatever reason, if your rabbit didn't like coming out the door, or if your rabbit didn't like being handled, or if there was something going on where you needed to access your rabbit and you had this door closed, you can always use the top door. So this was somewhere around $50 on Amazon for this setup. It's quite portable, so it collapses down these little latches. It all folds down together into something about maybe this high. And so this is something that it's easy to store. It's almost like a dog kennel. So you can, if you want to kennel your rabbit, for example, your house rabbit, then this is something where they can temporarily be in an area like this for whatever reasons. Like if you have guests over who bring their dog or something, and you just kind of kennel your rabbit for keeping them safe or whatever. But we're trying this out, and for our indoor rabbit setup, we've used this for a temporary outdoor, like for For example, if we just have the rabbit outside of their regular pen and we have them outside the house just for a short bit, we've used these just as very temporary housing, like a half an hour. It is not something, this is way too small. This is not something that you want your rabbit to actually live in long term, or something that you actually keep your rabbit in day after day. This is simply too small. So when a rabbit, Arthur's size, he's a male, he's half German and half English Angora. When he is in here, he cannot fully stretch out if he tried to this way. He can't fully kick his legs out. He can just barely do it this way, just absolutely barely. But Arthur has the ability to stretch out in this exercise area in the pen. And so in this entire area, you know, he has his little door open and he can come out and exercise. So because we're working on the house, there's, as you can see, different parts and boards and all sorts of stuff. If I were to have this area cleaned up, this is something that I could easily get quite a few. Usually there's a rabbit down there, but because we're working on the house, there's quite a bit going on. But if I wanted to, I could take this and I could certainly just block off this doorway if I wanted. I could also take another exercise pen and simply put one exercise pen back where it used to be down here. If I really wanted to, I could put another one down there. So there's quite a bit of different options for this area as far as keeping a rabbit indoors in the house, and just options for right now. And again, this is just with us having a lot of renovations going on, both inside the house, both outside the house. And so this was something that really was necessary to be able to contain Arthur, to be able to contain your rabbit, and for us to be able to contain the rabbit. For example, if we were hauling stuff in and out, we really wanted to make sure he was secure, and really wanted to. This might be in the way. We would want something that we could collapse up and kind of keep him over here, keep him safe, make sure nothing happens. And also a long-term, hopefully long-term solution. What we're hoping for on the bottom of this for the litter box tray, obviously, is there's a lot of things you can do when the rabbit isn't stepping on the actual, whatever you're using as the actual litter. So whether it is, a natural, something like hay, we've typically just put a ton of hay in, which you're going to go through a lot of hay if you use it like that. Or if you actually use a different sort of litter as an absorbent in the bottom. Or some people put in I think they're puppy pads is what they're called, the puppy pads where you can put in the bottom. That's easy to clean out. But for this is one of the benefits I like about this is a very small tray to handle and to clean out. It's very easy to clean out, and it's not as heavy. And Arthur, he seems to enjoy. That's where his food is kept. That's where there's a lot of stuff where he can just go in. He's drinking his water right now, and as you can see, that water bottle, his head is tilted. The water bottle needs to be raised up. One more, but unfortunately with the side here, these are about 2 inches, and so there's not a lot of horizontal options for placing a water bottle, but this one has to be moved up. So that's what we're working on right now, and we wanted to show you that and share that setup that we're trying out. So far it's working very well, and for a rabbit like Arthur, helps keep him cool. Let's see, I don't think there's much else. Arthur is keeping everything really clean. He's not having a lot of extra little messes. He certainly loves going up the stairs still, but there you go, Arthur. Anyways, we wanted to share that with you, and we will see you guys in our next video.